Hey, this is Jasmine Carson with you, LSU National Champion / Entrepreneur. I'm on Real Life Street Stars. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And more content is coming to you soon.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life,
It ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Everybody start clapping right now. We got a young legend in the building. Jasmine Carson, what it is.
What's up? What's up?
Man, you already know and you already knowing. Hey, man, this how we going to do it before we get all the way into it, because we're going to go all the way through there, man. Just get a word of brief, little origin story, man. Tell them everybody where you from that don't know, ain't paying attention. If they ain't paying attention, they should be ashamed, but, we're gonna let them make it.
Yeah, so I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I moved to Atlanta my senior year of high school. I graduated from Atlanta my senior year of high school. And yeah, that's where I'm from. I'm from Memphis.
Okay, you from Memphis. Can you gangster walk?
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what gangsta is.
But real quick, like before we touch the basketball, just to see the Memphis rap scene going crazy right now. Who's some of your favorite artists out of Memphis right now?
I mean, I like Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah, man.
He locked up.
Yeah, that was my guy, man.
I like, who else? Finesse 2 times. I like Baton.
Cold.
Who else? I like Yo Gotti. Who else? Moneybag,
yeah.
I like Moneybag, yo.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a few.
But it's funny because you said you went from Memphis to Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like those are the two people kind of running the rap game. Who you think got it right now? Memphis or Atlanta?
Got to be Atlanta, because I got to give it to Lil Baby.
Yeah.
I got to give it to Lil Baby. He my favorite artist. So.
Yeah. All right. So you came from Memphis, right? At what point, I think we all try to hoop, you know what I'm saying, when we're young. At what point did you realize, man, I'm really good at this though?
Good at basketball?
Yeah, like I'm really good at this shit.
So I give a backstory. So actually I started playing basketball because when I was young, my mom ran into the bath. I was taking a shower and I was overweight. So she ran into me in the shower and I was overweight. So she was like, nah, you got to get into sports. So I got into sports, and then my first game, I had shot a 3 on the wrong end of the goal. So that was my first.
Did you make it?
Yeah, I made it. So that was my first points that I ever made. It was on the opposing team, and I had shot a 3.
That's crazy. Crazy. Give me what? Because I seen it like just doing some research. I saw like a tape of you in high school, and you was lighting them up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So for those who don't know, like, what would you say is your strong suit as far as your game?
Shooting definitely. Yeah, in Tennessee, in Memphis, I had a record shooting. I shot 14 threes in one game. So damn. I broke the Shelby County record. Yeah, I shot 14 threes in one game. So yeah, it would be shooting.
Now help me to understand, like, because my favorite part of basketball is the 3-point shot. Yeah. It definitely is. So when I see somebody just going crazy, like you be going crazy, do you know when you finna go crazy like that? Is it a feeling that you get, or is it just like, it just happens and you can't even believe it?
I feel like, you don't know. Like, you work to get to that point, but in games, shoot, if you hitting 3 or 4, it's your time, it's your game. So I feel like you just got to prepare for it. So, yeah.
Now, what are some things you tell yourself, when you get on the court to prepare for a game? Like, is there some things that you do for motivation, or what are those things?
I pray. Before
Amen.
games. I listen to gospel, and then I turn on Lil Baby, NBA Youngboy, right. All of that. So, I look at the scouting report. I pray, pray no injuries, for me to have a great game. And then after I get, my prayers out the way, I turn beast mode. I turn on Yo Gotti, NBA Youngboy, Lil Baby to get me in that mode. So that's what I do.
So you pray for forgiveness for what you about to do to these young people who stand in front of you. Now, so take us. You had an interesting journey from the college career on how you ended up on LSU, right?
Yeah.
Can you take us through your journey for people who don't know? Because I think it's fascinating, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting because in middle school, I went to 3 middle schools, and then in my last year of middle school, I won a state championship, and then my high school year, I went to 3 high schools, and then I moved to Atlanta. I won Player of the Year in that region in Atlanta, my senior year of high school. So, and then my college year, this was my 3rd school, LSU, and then I won a national championship. So it was 3 middle schools, 3 high schools, and then 3 colleges, and then each of my graduating year, I've accomplished something.
That's
so
crazy.
I thought that was special.
Right.
And then my college career, it was haters, doubters, college coaches trying to hold me back. They saw how good I was, but it was a lot of politics.
Right. What was the first college? So let's go through the colleges.
Yeah.
The first colleges was Wisconsin. What was it?
It was Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
And then it was West Virginia. And then it was LSU.
Okay, so what was the reason? Because you did 2 years at Georgia Tech, right? Mm-hmm. What was the reason that you transitioned from there to the other school?
Yeah, I just wanted something more. Like, I just wanted to win. I wanted to win something. I wanted to accomplish something, and I felt like I was being held back because I knew my potential. And then, like I said, it was a lot of politics. If they like a player more than they do you, they'll play players that's over you, but you can be better than that player. So, like at Georgia Tech, I was like, I want to get in the transfer portal. I went to West Virginia, and then. It was cold up there. I wrecked my car up there because I didn't know how to drive in the snow. Yeah. It was too cold. And so, I didn't really, I just always wanted more. So then I entered the transfer portal in West Virginia. I felt like, I was being held back too by the coaching staff. They knew my potential, but, it was always, politics. And so when I committed to LSU, I went on a visit. And then I was shooting on my visit, and Coach Monkey saw like how good of a shooter I was. Like I was hitting 10 threes in a row, and she was like, "Hold on." She was like, she kept that mental tab. Right. So I committed to LSU. She knew what kind of player I was. I was starting the whole year, and I ended up not starting during the NCAA tournament. Right. I came off the bench all 6 games. And so then,
All right, so we got
history.
So that's interesting, right? Because LSU hasn't, y'all actually were the first LSU team to win a championship. So you obviously didn't go there because they were winning. You went there because of the coach, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you go there because of the coach. And tell me how that is, because, y'all got, man, just looking at the roster, y'all got a bunch of stars on the team. And that's what I think the world eventually end up gravitating to. But when you went in there, did you feel something special? Like, damn, we got a roster. Or was you like, man, I'm going to just come in here and do my thing? You know what I mean? Yeah,
when I first committed to LSU, I saw everybody who was coming in. And so as the player that I am, I'm like, I need to get in the gym. Doing 2-a-days, waking up early in the morning, and then having late workout sessions. So I knew the potential we had. It was very competitive. When you have a bunch of stars on the team, you can't. It takes you playing together and stuff like that to build chemistry and stuff. Because everybody compete for a spot. It's tension. But in the beginning of the season, I knew what potential we had. Yeah.
What's the most threes you hit off the court in a row?
Off the court, probably like 20 in a row. 20. Yeah.
Tell me about the time when you went to like LA Fitness and just lit niggas up. It was like, who is
that's
this?
actually an idea. I'm gonna make videos going to different YMCA's LA Fitness and just give them buckets. I always, pull up to LA Fitness, and then see if they'll pick me up first.
Right.
And then if they don't pick me up, I'll be like, okay.
Do they be surprised like when you just light them up? Like, what the fuck? Like, nah, you got.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah.
And then they ask me who I play for and stuff
Right.
like that. But yeah, that's another thing I want to do because like the average male that play basketball, they don't realize how good women college athletes are.
No, facts.
So that's something I wanted to do.
Hey, looking at the room, how many points you think you'll drop on us? Like, if we
Like-
was in a celebrity basketball game.
At least 50.
Oh!
At least 50.
50 ball, we might have to come shoot it up. Right here. It's been a turn. What movie was that? Above the Rim? Yeah. We're going to go above the rim. Now, how often or how long do you have to practice to be able to hit those type of threes at that type of consistency?
Yeah, I feel like at least 2 hours. I feel like you don't have to be in the gym like all day, every day. The type of drills that you do, you can knock it out like 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah, at least 2 hours. Working on ball handling, and just shooting like Steph Curry. He do catch and shoot, on the bounce, stuff like that.
Now, what was an area that you were weak in that you felt like it took a lot of work to make you strong in that area?
Yeah, I feel like I was weak in defense.
Okay.
Because defense is a mindset. You got to have that defense mentality. Because I was so good offensively, like I wouldn't put forth that much of effort on defense. But one thing Coach Monkey instilled in me was, to play both ends and to, become a starter. You had to play defense.
Now, all right, so you're starting the whole season.
Yeah.
And then you get to the NCAA tournament and they bench you. Realistically, how did that feel? I know that had to be some type of a, like, dang.
Yeah, so the type of person I am, like, I'm very humble. And I mean, at that moment, I do everything as a professional. So even though I was coming off the bench, I didn't really take it to heart because I knew what I could do off the bench. So
Right.
And y'all can ask like a lot of other questions other than basketball to make it fun.
Yeah.
Get my personality.
Yeah. For sure. So, man, all right. So you in New Orleans, man. New Orleans is the city. You feel what I'm saying? Like for you, like when you're in New Orleans, like how did you navigate? Was you just partying? Was you like, you in college? You in basketball? You kind of on campus? Like were you just going out there doing your thing, or like how did you navigate the college life being a star?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we would go to New Orleans, but LSU is in Baton Rouge. So we would go out a lot of times, but the type of team we had, we was real focused, so we didn't really go out. We did go out when Fredo Bang was at the club. We met
Fredo Bang?
Yeah, Fredo. He was in Baton Rouge. He was at the club one time. But yeah, like during the season, we didn't really go out. In the off season is where we went out a lot. So yeah.
So what do you do in the off season?
Really get in the lab, and then on the weekends have fun. But during the week, getting in the lab, getting in the gym, playing pickup, and then the weekends, Friday through Sunday, we turning up.
Now you got a teammate that raps. You know what I'm saying?
It's like
and
that.
she's cold at it. Did you ever get get to see her actually create? Because she's cold. She's good at what she do now.
I mean, on the plane shoot, I would see her writing in her notebook and stuff like that. But I never got a chance to get in her in the booth and stuff like that. But yeah, she a real hard worker. She used to write stuff in her notebook when we after the game, before the games, and stuff like that. So yeah, we was listening to her music before the games. Yeah, supporting her.
Have you ever thought about rapping?
Never. No, that is not my cup of tea. No, never.
Hey, you ain't never played around in the booth like?
Nah, I mean maybe when I was younger, I tried to write little raps, poems, and stuff like that. But nah, as a career, I couldn't rap. Mm-mm.
Coming from Memphis?
Nah.
Now your hair has been a topic of discussion.
Yeah.
You were the LSU Ice Spice.
Yep.
How did you feel about that title?
I feel like it was funny because Boosie made a video during the game. He was like, "That's our LSU Ice Spice." So I felt like it was fun. It was funny, but then comments was like, "She don't look nothing like Ice Spice" and stuff like that. But it was like, duh, like our hair kind of resembled. But yeah, I thought it was funny. Like, I mean, I was like, I want to get in a music video with Ice Spice. I thought that'd be dope.
Bro, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
I mean, I could just be in the video, hype her up. But yeah, that was funny.
Do you feel like you can't change your hair now? Like, do you feel like you can't change your hair now? Like you gotta wear it like that?
I kind of feel like that, but I do be wanna like wear braids sometimes. But I'm like, nah, this is my signature look. And then now when people see me, they be like, they go Ice Spice. And I'll be like, my name's Jasmine. So like after the championship game, that's all people was calling me. Like, they go Ice Spice. Oh my God, Ice Spice. Like, that is not my name. It's Jasmine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now I do gotta touch on the game real quick though.
Yeah.
So you come off the bench and you go crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, for athletes, it seems like the big spotlight, it's a make or break situation. You get judged by that.
Yeah.
Were you just feeling it that day? Like you was going crazy. You didn't miss a shot. You didn't miss a 3-pointer and a half. And then y'all set a record.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it was God because, like I said, it was 3 middle schools, 3 high schools, 3 colleges. And then for me to be on that stage, for me to get benched during the NCAA tournament, the most important tournament of the year. And then, you know, my agent, you know, he called me, he was like, Ro, he was like, you know, this the last game, you know, you can still make an impact, you can still make a name for yourself. And I'm just looking at him. I'm just telling him like, whatever, like it's the last game. I haven't scored the whole tournament. Like I was in my head. And so, yeah, the last game, I mean, yeah, I really feel like it was God. It was meant to be, you know, all the hard work you put in. And that goes to show, like, you know, nothing can stop you from what God has for you, you know. Hatred, politics, you know, whatever it is, nobody can stop what God has for you. And so when I came off the bench, I mean, you know, it was just something remarkable that I did. You know, I went 7 for 7 from the floor and I was just feeling it. And then, you know, the shot where I made the 3 at the buzzer. Yeah, I mean, I really felt it. Like all the triumphs and tribulations that I went through, like, and then my family up there watching me, the stadium is packed. It's like I was really living in that moment and I'm like, yes, like I've been praying for this. I've been working all my life for this. So I feel like everybody can relate to like even, you know, rappers, entrepreneurs, you know, when you've been through some hard times and you finally, you know, get that check, get that deal, get whatever you've been working for, you like, yes, thank you. And so that's the kind of moment that I had in that game.
Who was, you know, like you do all that and now you become this national sensation. What is the DMs looking like? Like who is blue checks in there going crazy trying to hit on you? Like what's going on now? Like,
I mean, well, after the game, I had a bunch of NBA players like RJ Smith. Who else? I had rappers DMing me saying good game. WNBA players. I just got a lot of respect from that game, and then I just feel like, you know, my purpose and one of the things I want to do is, you know, to motivate the younger generation that's coming behind me, and, you know, speaking light into people, and telling them that you can, you know, accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. And you know, I'm gonna have a clothing line coming out.
Come on, man.
I'm getting into entrepreneurship, so I just want to be, you know, a motivator, entrepreneur, you know, and tackle all aspects of life.
Now you say you want to get into that fashion. Give me your top 3 who you think just dripped the hardest.
Drip the hardest?
Yeah.
You talking about like
just in general. Like who do you look at like, oh, he got it fashion wise? It's Kanye with these black boots, he still got it or he falling off?
Nah, Kanye, Kanye. Let me see. His name is, he played for the Oklahoma City Thunder. His name is Shay Alexander. He can dress. Who else? Fashion. Shay. I like Jalen Green style. And then who else? Let me do a female. I like Diamonds the Shield style. She in the WNBA. I like her too.
Now, like, if somebody's just designer to the flow, is that still drip, or is it like, do you feel like a person don't got to put all that on to be clean now?
I feel like, you don't got to rock all designer to be fresh. Like, I can go pick out an outfit from Target and put something together and still be the freshest one in the room, or on Fashion Nova. Yeah. Like, a lot of my clothes from Fashion Nova, and I just put it together, bits and pieces. Like, I feel like...
Give it that goddamn bag.
Nah, for real. So what's the most you done ever, or the least you done ever spent on a fit?
Probably like 3,500.
3,500.
Yeah.
Whoa, where was you going?
I mean,
what was happening?
I went to the Capitol. I mean, I had like a Givenchy shirt and then some Balenciagas with like some plain white pants. That's it.
How was that going to the? What was that like?
The Capitol. It was in Louisiana. That was cool. But the White House was cool too. I met Joe Biden, his wife, Kamala Harris. That was cool.
So when they was out, everybody was talking about we not going to the White House. Was you still going? Or was you? Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm going to the White House.
I was like, y'all I'm going to the White House. They may pay pull up some taxes or something. I'm like, nah, I gotta go to the White House. Yeah.
And you got to meet the Obamas too?
Yeah. When I was 10, I met Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. My granny invited me. She was on the National Democratic Party. And so, I met Barack and Michelle. That was cool. So, this year was my second time going to the White House.
That's crazy. What's some things you can't do in the White House? Like when you went there, you was like, I can't do this. Did you make a TikTok?
No, I didn't even make a TikTok.
Oh, shit.
We was only there for like an hour. It was just a ceremony. We could only visit like this one part of the White House. We didn't explore the rest of the White House. So, I didn't make any TikToks. We was there for like an hour, 2 hours, and then we left. So, but I like Washington, D.C.
How long did you wear that fit?
What fit?
That 3,500. The street nigga, we getting 2-3 days out of that.
I only wear it for like a couple hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, you are very big on social media.
Yeah.
How did you grow your following? Like, how did you do that? And
I feel like I still haven't posted as much as I want to post. I feel like before the championship game, I had like 17 to 20,000 followers on Instagram. Okay. Then after the championship game, I had like 100K. So it's like I need to make more videos, reels, and stuff like that to gain more followers. But I'm still working.
Dunk on us, bro.
I'm still working on that. But it shows like when you have one moment, how your followers can grow. No. So then like on TikTok, I had like I made a new TikTok. I had like 2,000 followers, and I had 80,000 after the championship game.
So did you ever get a big head moment? Because I mean, they literally after the game, your picture was there's all kind of people on the team, but it was you that they kept talking about. You were the leading scorer. This. Did you ever catch a big head moment? Like, man, I can't fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you ever get like that? Just a little bit?
I should have, but I didn't. Because the type of person I am, I feel like, no matter how much success that I have and that I'm about to, accomplish, that I still remain the same and stuff like that. Because, like, I still text people and they'll be like, dang, like, you big time now. I didn't think I'd ever speak to you again. And then I'd be like, nah, like, I never change. However big my status get, like I remember the people who was with me, when I was going through it. And so, I never changed, become Hollywood, And then somebody else said, I see you still follow like the same amount of people you was following. Usually people, unfollow, people from high school and stuff like that. I still follow all my people from high school that I know. I just don't. I don't change.
Now, as your platform got bigger, as you gained more of a following, it's some do's and don'ts. Mm-hmm. What are some things that you would think that you could do on social media and now you can't do it no more?
Well, I feel like being an athlete, you already can't do a lot of stuff.
Right. Definitely can't have no gun.
That non-athletes do. And I feel like close friends, when you have close friends, they'll still, screenshot your stuff and stuff like that. So you never say. Right. So I feel like I've always been the person to not like put my business on social media and stuff like that. But then I realized that you can't say a lot of certain stuff or they'll use it against you. But sure. I mean, I'm used to it now because I've been an athlete my whole life and I haven't been posting none of my business. So, I mean, I feel like if I do it now, it's just a bigger following and more people will know. But yeah.
What is something that you're good at that nobody else knows because they only think you're good at basketball?
That I'm good at? I think I'm good at motivating people, being a motivational speaker.
Okay.
That's something that I'm actually good at, but I don't really use. And then what else? I mean, I like fashion. Like I'll be a model, like a commercial model.
Okay.
I do that. What else? And then I have like an entrepreneur mindset. Right. Like pretty sure everybody do, but that's not nothing new. But yeah.
Now, like there's a lot of people that probably wouldn't say that they watch the WNBA or even, women's basketball, but y'all's particular game got, I think they said more views than like the Super Bowl. Like y'all set a crazy record. Now following behind y'all, I'm sure people are going to tune in. Does that make you feel good to know that y'all really put on so hard that people actually might start paying more attention to the sport?
Yeah, I feel like our team, LSU, this year, we put on for women's basketball. Like, we set the tone. Like, our motto was the show.
Right.
And, every night we put on a show, whether it was, Angel getting double-doubles, Lex getting, 12 assists, behind-the-back passes. Like, we put on a show. And I feel like we set the tone for women's basketball. And that's forever going down in history. So like next year, I think it's gonna be even more viewers.
For sure.
The Super Bowl. So
what's next for you? You know what I'm saying? That was your final year, right? You declared for the draft. You declared for the draft. So what's next for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, I had a lot of overseas offers.
Okay.
From Russia, they offered me.
You messing with that? You messing with that? I'm gonna not tell you. No go.
Yeah, I had a big offer from Russia, but I'm like, what happened to Brittany? I can't do that. From Greece, Germany, Italy, Mexico, just a lot of offers. But I'm like, I can make more money in the U.S. than going overseas. And then like some people in college, you can make more money, than some WNBA players from NIL deals and stuff like that. Yeah. So I just been, focusing on building my brand, becoming an entrepreneur, like I said, starting a clothing line, doing short-term rentals. Yeah. I have a brand deal with Camille Rose. So buy their product.
Yeah, tell us about that. Yeah, talk to us about that. Camille Rose.
Yeah, so they're hair products, and for natural hair, and for Black women, she's Black owned. Her name is Janelle Stevens. She's a very nice lady, and I feel like all Black women should use their product. It's very good. I use it every day. It moisturizes your hair. It keeps it healthy. For colored, for people who dyed their hair. It's less breakage and stuff like that. So yeah, Camille Rose is a great product to use. So support Camille Rose. And then I have a lot of other brand deals on the table. So yeah, my future is bright.
What are some other brands you like some other type of, like Bow Wow got do-rags? What was some other things that you would like to be a brand ambassador of?
I would say clothes, fashion, because that's another thing I like. I like clothes and supporting, smaller businesses, fashion. But I would say fashion. I don't know the brands that I would wear, but yeah, I like fashion over too. Yeah, fashion over.
Now, we talk about fashion a lot. That's a big thing. Do you think you could make your own shoe?
Shoe? I don't know. Shoes are hard, to get into.
Right.
I would just stick to clothing and, starting my own clothing line. But yeah, I would leave that to other people to
shoes is hard.
To start clothing, shoes.
But what's your favorite shoe? Because you got
Jordans.
I'm talking about like which one though? You got Jordan ones. Yeah. It just seemed like to be the universal shoe.
Yeah. And I was actually watching Air. Air. That was a good movie representing Michael Jordan and his journey. So yeah.
So what about people who wear mids?
Mids?
Jordan 1 mids. They out of
I don't know if I can support you.
You can't support me? Why? So if I came in, I had the mids on, I ate. They breeds, but they mids. They breeds.
That's like when somebody walking in with black Air Force Ones.
Oh.
That's like. Yeah.
He's a criminal. Nah, for real. Now, you're also got a basketball camp.
Yeah. I haven't solidified the date, but it's up and coming. It's in the process. So yeah, I do have a basketball camp.
So is there like when you in the like just in general like shooting, right?
Yeah.
How long would it take you to teach somebody to be able to like shoot?
It would take me like 5 minutes, because how I learned shooting was one of my dad's good friends. He had me lay on the ground, and then he put a basketball in my hand, and then he had me just shooting on the ground just like this. He told me to put my left hand like this, and then my shooting hand on the ball, and then I was just laying down, just shooting. So that's how I learned how to shoot. It was just that simple. That's
what's up. So in your basketball camp, will it be men and women, or is it just targeted for the ladies?
Yeah, it's girls and boys.
Girls and boys. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Girls and boys.
That's what's up, man. So you got these coming out, and I seen that you had some Stay Ready shirts.
Yeah.
Is that available for like people like this that want to support it? Can we get those now, or is it like in the works?
Well, actually, I took the site down.
Okay.
Yeah, I took the site down. Gotcha. I took the site down.
You still got to
We revamped.
But it's not a website though.
I'm just saying, you still got it in 7-Eleven. You still want to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We working on it.
You got it in 7-Eleven, don't you?
Hit it in the DM if you could. Hit it in the DM. Now, you Samuel L. Jackson is like a friend of your family, or what's that about?
Yeah,
you messing.
Yeah, he a good family friend. So he's a friend of my granny, Gail Carson. He's just a good family friend. Shouting me out a lot of times. He keeps in touch with me, watches my games and stuff like that. So,
hold on. That's a motherfucker. Nah, for real. What is some advice that Samuel L. Jackson give? Give us some Samuel L. Jackson advice.
Samuel L. Jackson advice? It was all motivational. Like, just keep doing what you're doing. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. And then he got to curse you out at the end.
Right. I'm Nick Fury. Yeah. What's your favorite Samuel L. Jackson movie?
I would say, let me see, Coach Carter.
Oh, this shit.
Coach Carter.
I forgot about that one. Yeah. He got so many. He got so many. Snakes on the plane. Snakes on the plane. I watched that movie
that was a good one
strictly
too.
for him. That was some bullshit. Samuel. Now, would you get an actor? Because I could definitely see you as an actor, yo.
Yes,
I ain't gonna hold you like.
That's another thing. That's a good topic. Yeah, I would love to act and be on reality shows.
Like the ones where you throwing somebody a drink in somebody's face? Or like, like what type of reality show we talking about?
Be on Zeus?
Yeah.
Zeus
Network.
Bad Girls.
Oh, no. They gonna have you in there.
I wouldn't be on
They
that.
gonna have you fighting every 10 seconds, boy.
I could see myself as an actor. I like Power. I like Tariq.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghost. The Ghost.
I was gonna ask you if you was in power, what character would you play?
I don't even know. Whatever character 50 Cent want me to play,
She gonna be out there with the
Power.
tools. You out there killing folk now.
Yeah.
So what, like for you, like what shows do you get into? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you a movie head? Are you a movie buff? Or what type of shows do you get into?
Yeah, I like TV shows like I said, Power. Ghost. I was just watching, what was it? What was that TV show? No.
Bridgerton. Yeah, I watched it.
I mean, yeah, I like Bridgerton, but it was another one that's on Peacock.
Bel Air.
Yeah, Bel Air.
Oh yeah. Bel Air Fire.
Yeah, I've been watching Bel Air. And then I like movies. Like I like action movies.
Yeah.
Avatar, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we root for you to get in a good documentary. We root for you because they gonna make a documentary on y'all shit.
Yeah,
when they come back, like 10 years from now, and they put you on 30 for 30, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, they should.
So now I ain't gonna lie, you're in Louisiana, one of the most lit states, one of the most lit cities as a champion. Because I got a homeboy that's an LSU fan and they don't play. Yeah. Like they real fans.
Yeah.
So now when you walk through there, like what is the energy now when you walk through there?
I mean, the energy great for real, especially because women's team don't get that much recognition, especially because, I mean, you going up against LSU football team. Right. And I wouldn't say against, but like, you know, the Joe Burrows and the football team. Who else played on? Ben Simmons played on LSU basketball team. So for like us to get all the recognition and like publicity and fans surrounded by our team, women's basketball, I mean, it was huge. We had a big parade. It was thousands of people came to our championship parade. We was in, you know, Corvettes, nice cars. Right. And then, like the President Tate of LSU, he does a great job with athletics. So I think it's lit, and I think next year LSU women's basketball is gonna be even more tuned in. And
Now you got the key to the city in Memphis. What is that like, and what can you do when you get the key to the city? What does that open?
I think anything you want, you can, you know, negotiate on what you want. Whether it's, you know, starting your own restaurant, Jasmine Carson restaurant in Memphis, raising money. I think the key of the city resembles somebody from that city that has done good to the community or represented the city very well. So I think having a key to the city in Memphis is great because, you know, I do want to give back to the city of Memphis. That's where I'm from. That's what made me the person I am today. So I don't even know no other rapper that got the key to the city. So I don't know.
Catch up, man.
I don't know.
Now, wait. If you was to hoop against any Memphis artist, which one do you think you would just do the worst?
Probably Finesse 2 times.
For sure. Yeah, there was drink baby.
Probably Finesse 2 times.
Man, that's a who in the NBA you think you could be playing?
I can't beat nobody in the NBA. Like,
you don't think so?
No. Maybe in the shooting. Maybe in the shooting contest. Ben Simmons. I could be Ben Simmons in the shooting contest. But just 1-on-1, no. They too strong, faster. You know, their athleticism.
So I was going to say, do you think that the NBA could go co-ed? Because it's like women's basketball. It's more aggressive, and they're like it's really raw right now in women's basketball. Do you think NBA could go co-ed?
I mean, I would love to see it, but I don't think so. I don't. LeBron James, you know, players, James Harden. I can't even. No. LeBron, James Harden, Kyrie. Yeah.
LeBron getting old though.
He is, but I mean, I was so sad when he lost that last shot at the end of the playoffs. Yeah. Man,
they swept them boys.
but I see he got at least 3 to 4 more years in the league though.
You think he gonna make it all the way till his son get in there?
Yeah.
They just letting him hang at this
He take
point.
care of his body. He'll be good. And I actually got to see him in person courtside when they played against the Memphis Grizzlies. So that was a dream come true because he's one of my favorite players. So yeah.
So do you get to sit courtside when you go to the games?
Yeah, I got a connection.
What is it like sitting courtside too?
I mean, it's nice. Like I said, I saw LeBron James up close. Like he was right in front of me. Like I saw Anthony Davis, all that, Ja Morant. So yeah, I think it's great.
Now, do you think they were a little too harsh on Ja Morant? Or do you think
I do think that was a little too harsh on Ja Morant because I mean he wasn't doing any harm.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know. I gotta take Ja Morant's side. He played for the Grizzlies, and you know he's a young, black, talented player that has a bright future. So you know all the critics and opinions they had for him, I think it was a little overboard.
Right.
Yeah.
You how do you like deal?
And I met y'all too.
Right. So how do you deal with the criticism? Because it seems like they're so hard on black athletes in general. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no wiggle room, nothing. You see the other girl do the hand sign. When Angel does it, they're saying crazy stuff about her. How do y'all deal with that as far as the criticism from the announcers and the public?
Yeah, I feel like that's just something that comes with it. I mean, being a black person, period, like it comes with a light, and you gotta hold yourself to a certain standard that, you know, a normal white person athlete cannot hold themselves to. You know, they can go out and do whatever, but you know, as a black person, black man, black woman, you gotta hold yourself to a standard, and it's not fair in society, but it's just the way it is. And like the Caitlin Clark situation, you know, I feel like, you know, it was a black woman, you know, you in this society and generation, you know, the black women and black women and black men and black and white women, you know, it's just you can't do certain things that you think that you can do.
But you leave Caitlin up though. Yeah.
Carson. Exactly. So do you feel compelled, you know, as a black athlete, do you feel like you have to speak out on these issues? Because it seems like, you know, you'll see like LeBron, he's always speaking up or speaking out about when black things happen, like, you know, George Floyd and things like that. Do y'all feel like y'all have to do the same, or is it just?
I feel like yeah, as a black person and a black athlete, you have to speak on situations like that, because if not us, who will speak on the situation? So yeah, I feel like that's our duty, is, you know, a black man, black woman. And then just like the Kyrie situation, I feel like that was wrong. He was just speaking about a documentary, and I hope they don't give me backlash for supporting him. But yeah, I feel like, you know, that was kind of wrong too, because he was just stating a opinion.
Now, as an athlete, do you feel like you should have to protect yourself? Like, do you got that fire when you go places and move around? Is that something you do? Or how do you feel like as far as like athletes having weapons?
I feel like in this country it's legal to carry a weapon, and you can protect yourself by having a weapon.
So what kind of gun you got?
I don't have a weapon, but I feel like black women in this world do need a weapon to protect themselves.
For sure.
So I feel like it's no difference from, you know, being an athlete and then a normal, you know, citizen having a weapon. But I do feel like, you know, I think the NBA, you know, has an image that they want to display, and, you know, showing guns and stuff like that, you know, is not the right route to go. But I do feel like, you know, you can have a gun to protect yourself, you know.
See, that's why we need to go with the big three. I bet Ice Cube ain't tripping. He the father of gangster rap, you know. So, you know, building your brands, your clothing line, you know what I'm saying? You got your social media presence. Like, what are you most excited about for this year going forward?
I'm just excited about all the brand opportunities that I have. You know, being in real estate, working with investors, building my brand from the ground up. I think it's just, the sky's the limit, being an influencer, motivating people, making a positive impact on the world. I just think the sky's the limit, and I can reach whatever, goals that, I have. So I'm just really excited about this year, and, I can't wait to share it.
And now, so what are some things Jasmine is not gonna do? What are you not gonna endorse?
Not gonna endorse?
We're like, what's some, like, candles? Would you do like, what is something that you'd be like, nah, I'm not fucking with that?
Rodney was making jokes, but he's talking about I need to do lingerie. That's something that I can't do. That's something that I can't do.
Rodney, that's what you trying to tell? Come on, Rodney. She said, I can't do it.
Hey, man, you got any shout outs?
Shout outs.
Yeah.
Shout out to my mom, Felicia Carson, Brianna Carson, my sister, Rodney Smith, the Ascendancy Group, Rouge, my agent, just everybody who has supported me. Shout out to y'all for bringing me on the podcast. Who else? Shout out to Arius. Shout out to everybody who believe in me and working there with me.
And if anybody want to play you,
and Camilla Rose, Camille Rose.
Amen. And for anybody who want to try to beat you in basketball, how do they reach you and contact you?
They can DM me and we can play for money.
What's the most money you done ever took from somebody?
I never really played for money. It was always just regular one-on-one.
Okay.
But today a different story, so we never know.
Hey man, we live. Hey, we gonna
Drop that bag.
Drop that bag. Real life gonna set it up.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I have a 3-point contest coming up.
Okay.
With, Lethal Shooter.
Okay.
He's big. Yeah, he's big. So I'll tell y'all how that goes. So.
For sure.
Basketball camp.
And I'm having a basketball camp coming up in Dallas. So be in tune for that. I have all the details on my page, and so come out, support. We're gonna have a fun time. There's gonna be big names coming, celebrities making appearances. So just stay tuned.
Hold on, do you like kids though? Can you?
Yeah, I love kids.
Yeah, okay.
I love kids.
Everybody be like, I got a basketball camp and they don't be back up with the kids. Nah, the kids be out there with somebody else. They just be walking around.
Kids. And then one thing I do want to do is give back to kids that are in foster homes, foster care, because that's something that I'm passionate about. Because I like I said, I love kids, and that's something that I want to do too.
Yeah, we got some kids you can watch too. Give everybody your social medias so they can tap in with you, follow you, show you love. Like, how do they reach you?
Yeah, so my Instagram is JazzC2_ JAZZC2_. I'll be posting way more than I got on my post that I got on my page right now. So stay tuned. And then my TikTok is Good Vibes Jazzy 2. That's my TikTok.
Well, you already know. Everybody give him a clap. Let's turn it up. Young legend in the building. We got brand ambassador. We got endorsements. We got real estate. We play basketball. We got the big hair. You already know what time it is. You a young legend, and we salute everything you do. Jasmine Carson, you are a real life street star.